What you are looking at, depending on who you ask, is either a communal enterprising welfare program in which successful entrepreneurs train young boys from their villages and over time provide them with funds to start a new business as we all know it.
I got 1 million naira. Then I got Obia Kobula Henankai. I get a credit facility of 500,000.
Or the greatest business school in Africa history.
Of an economic model that transcends the very concept of trade and commerce.
Described with all these things is the world of Igbo Apprenticeship system, or the other names associated with it, which are Igba Boy, Imuoru, and Imuahia. From the billionaires automobile tycoons like Shukuma Innocent of Inosi Motors.
And a motorcycle is expensive for nothing. So I went back to overseas to bring the motorcycle component.
And Cosmas Maduka of Coscharis Group that the system has produced.
But I brought something in the board that none of them have. The things they don't teach them in Harvard. Street smart.
To the grandiose potential this system has to produce thousands of billionaires in Africa. And the fact that it is a school without walls, a curriculum passed down through generations, and a business education that defies convention. I once underrated this system.
It has lifted so many families out of poverty.
But I realized I was wrong when I saw a viral tweet by a Twitter user with the name Okonkwo Ikenna. According to the tweet, when I gained admission into university was the same time my cousin started going to the shop with his dad. We spent the same duration in both pursuits. Today, he wants to buy Uber for me to drive. There is something they teach them in that Igbo apprenticeship that you can't learn outside. I can only describe this system with one word: phenomenal. Today's video is about the Igbo Apprenticeship system, which I describe as Africa's greatest business school. But before we continue, if you love true, inspiring and motivating stories that will rekindle your drive for success, you are in the right place, because that is what we do. If that makes you happy, take the like button with you the next time you are going to get a jazzy burger. Its favorite is crunchy chicken burger. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to help me grow this channel. I appreciate your support. The Igbo apprenticeship system is mostly practiced by the Igbo people of southeastern Nigeria. This system is divided into 3 different types: the Igba Boy, Umuoru, and Umuahia. In the Igba Boy system, an apprentice lives with his master and performs domestic duties for him and his family while learning the business or trade. The apprentice usually spends years under the tutelage of his master, who is required to settle him at the end of the apprenticeship. In the Umuahia system, the apprentice meets the master and seeks to learn the business. Sometimes the apprentice already has a tertiary education and would perform domestic duties for the master and his family. And of course, the master is not required to settle him at the end of the apprenticeship.
Yeah. There's an agreement between you and the boss.
And the last one is the Imoru. You see, the Imoru is just like Imuahia, except that in Imoru, the apprentice learns some types of artistry or skilled jobs like painting, carpentry, tailoring, etc. The Igbo apprenticeship system is a 3-stage system that begins with the master going to the village to pick a young boy to assist him in his business, and thereafter introduce the young boy into the business. The next stage is the incubation stage. During this stage, the young boy learns every aspect of the business model. He will learn how to address customers, how to handle disputes, and more importantly, how to sell. And the final stage is the funded stage, in which the master settles the apprentice with enough money to enable him start his own business.
It's almost like going to business school.
This very simple but wealth creation model has helped create more billionaires in the southeastern part of Nigeria than you can imagine. The idea of the Igbo apprenticeship system was born after the Nigeria Civil War. Things were tough as many Igbos lost their properties, wealth and businesses due to the war, but they still had their creative minds and business acumen. So They created the apprenticeship system to help them survive the post-war economic hardship and build back their businesses.
Because after the end of your settlement, you will be paid or you'll be given some money to start up your own.
The Igbo apprenticeship system is based on the Igbo philosophy or prayer that is loosely translated as "May one never leave their brother behind." According to the philosophy, the wealth of a man is wealth for the community, and a man is obligated to teach his brothers the secret of his wealth to create an even and balanced community.
It has lifted so many families out of poverty.
According to Forbes magazine, Nnewi, a town in Anambra, has bred more Naira-dominated billionaires than any other town in Nigeria, and it is due to the multiplier effect of the Igbo apprenticeship system. So, when an Igbo business person becomes successful, the next course of action is to take the wealth back home by seeking one boy to establish it. Once the one boy graduates and is settled, he pays what his master has done for him forward by picking another apprentice that will serve him. At the same time, before his graduation, his master would have gone home to pick another apprentice who would learn the trade before his settlement.
System that continue to generate quality human beings,
thereby creating a cycle of wealth. Through this system, many millionaires are waiting to be born and are either being incubated or funded. What do you think about the Igbo apprenticeship system? Kindly share your thoughts in the comment below. Thank you.